Hello everyone, we're Team Future Energy Systems, and over the course of this semester, our team worked on building Air Heroes as part of the client project for Compute 401. Air Heroes is an educational game for children aged between 7 to 13. It's a board game adventure with trivia, minigames, and boss battles, all aimed at raising awareness about the detrimental effects of air pollution and everyday actions that can help keep the air cleaner. This game can be played as a single player or a local multiplayer with 2 or 3 players getting to play from the same device simultaneously. For this video, we'll be demonstrating the single player feature.
So at the start of the game, players can choose between 3 characters, Tommy, Remy and Reginald. Each one has their own unique ability, as you can see. You can click on them to further read about them. This helps our players make decisions early on and feel like they're actually a part of the game by choosing their characters and superpowers. Today I'll be choosing Reginald.
So this is the starting point on the map, and this is a map of Western Canada.
So now we're going to roll the dice and...
Grey tiles are the pollution spaces on the board. When your character lands on one, you get a short air pollution alert with a small fact. Your Air Quality Health Index, also known as the AQHI, tracks how unhealthy the air is for your character. So the board isn't just for movement, it's directly tied to your character's health and clean air ideas. Green tiles are our action spaces. When you land on one, the game launches a minigame about clean air habits, things like saving energy, riding a bike, or planting trees. In this case, we have land on the stay inside and clean the air minigame. Several smoke buffs appear. Each buff needs multiple taps to disappear. If you do well, your pollution score goes down, which ties back to your AQHI idea. You're improving air quality through choices. The dice locks until you finish or exit, so the board and the minigame stay one clear flow.
So we roll the dice again, and this time we land on a blue tile. There are 2 types of cards you might get. One of them is a fact card, as you can see, where you can learn something new about the environment. The other is a quiz card that we will be seeing later in the game.
Overall, we have 10 minigames throughout our entire game, and this is the second one, recycling. It's a sorting game. One item at a time appears in the center, whether a paper, plastic bottle, banana peel, cans, etc. You drag it into one of the 4 bins. Correct bin adds to your score, the wrong bin subtracts. After a sequence of items, total score maps to pollution reduction tiers. It's explicitly about which waste goes where, so fewer harmful or wasteful disposal paths pollute air or land.
So as I mentioned before, this is the second type of blue card you might get, which is a quiz card. If you answer correctly, your pollution score decreases by 1, and if not, you just move back a space. This also helps children learn while playing. So for the purpose of demonstration, we're going to answer this wrong and see how the character moves back a tile.
This is the third minigame, a short survival run. You're in one of the 3 lanes, car, bus, or metro. Swipe up or down switches lanes. Obstacles spawn and move across, and you avoid the collisions. If you survive the timer, your current lane decides the lesson and reward. So gameplay reinforces emissions per person and mode choice.
So as you can see, landing on a grey tile increases the AQHI. So here is our settings menu where you can adjust the volume for the music, the sound effects, and also the read aloud option. We also have accessibility features such as large text, which helps make the game more inclusive. Another accessibility feature that we have is the read aloud button, which reads the text out loud. This kind of helps it make it easier for younger kids, especially that have trouble reading. This is the next minigame that's called Save Energy. There are 6 lights. NPC randomly turn on lights on a schedule. While a light is on, waste points accumulate faster. You click lights to turn them off and try to keep waste low until a longer timer ends. This is Use a Mask minigame. There are several mask icons and a face drop icon of a cat. You drag the correct mask onto the face before the timer runs out. The next minigame that we have is riding a bike, where you have to tap fast to pedal and reach the goal distance. A progress bar and a speed style UI show how hard you're tapping. Here we've landed on another grey tile and we've earned a pollution point. This is the final minigame. Items appear one after another. For example, produce scraps, paper, plastic, etc. For each item, you press one of the three actions: compost, recycle, or landfill. Correct answer increment your score and streak. At the end, correct count versus thresholds selects high, mid, and low rewards. It teaches methane and landfill versus diverting organics and keeping streams clean. Here, we've reached the end of the game and the final tile. We enter a boss battle where we have to answer 3 questions correctly in a row, as you can see, and if you succeed, you reduce pollution by 3 points. If you get 2 correct, it reduces by 2, and so on. This is kind of meant to act as a final hurdle that you have to overcome to save the world.
This is the final screen where you can see your total moves, the correct answers and the incorrect answers. Thank you so much for playing along with us.
Our work came together in GitHub, a structured repo, feature branches, and a protected main branch so nothing landed there by accident and the main line stayed stable. Along the way, we leveled up in Unity and C# and in joining gameplay and UI with game systems, what you might call front-end and back-end in a game context.
Team collaboration and communication mattered as much as the code, clear ownership, reviews, and integration rhythm. We also used GitHub Actions for automated tests. Some runs were very long, which pushed us to finish work early and avoid blocking the pipeline. Finally, we would like to thank our team, our clients, our artists, and the Compute 401 team. All music was sourced from open licensed and open source platforms. Thank you!